Welcome back, 9:15. It is Black History Month, and as many activists have been saying, it doesn't have to be limited to just one month. So here to tell us more, activist Alice Faye Duncan, author of Opal Lee and What It Means to Be Free, the true story of the grandmother of Juneteenth. Alice Faye, good morning.
Good morning, Liz. Thank you for the invitation.
Yes, it's great to have you here. So start with the basics here. Why is it important for us to pass down the history of the civil rights movement to younger generations?
Well, first of all, when we talk about Black history is American history. And so that children will not make the missteps or the misdeeds of the past, we all have to know what happened in the past so that we can move triumphantly forward.
And when it comes to doing that, especially when we're talking to kids, I mean, every age group is so different. I always forget what kids will and won't understand, you know? I mean, so how do we bring it down to their level to make sure that it's really a positive and good conversation that they can just soak in?
Well, what we can always do is we can start with a good recipe for red Juneteenth punch. So what I've done is, because I write for young children, I try to write books that are spare, they're very poetic and lyrical, and usually have something that's engaging or interactive. Always try to have a book that's fun, perhaps has onomatopoeia, sounds very much like music. And that's what I do with Opal Lee and What It Means to Be Free. It's the story of Juneteenth, but it's actually written like a call and response so that it's engaging and it's fun.
I love that. And I love how you say have an activity with it, because that really gets it into a kid's memory. I mean, some of those books I remember learning in school, you always had an activity with it or a movie you'd watch with it, and it just soaks it right in. I mean, when it comes to teaching kids the bravery to enact change, how do we move forward with a conversation like that? Because kids these days, they are paying attention. They want to make a change in their world.
Well, you know what? When people decide that they want to become millionaires and business tycoons, you know what they do? They go and they read books about millionaires and tycoons, right? Mm-hmm. And so when we want to show children how to be brave, and when we want to show them brave historical figures, then a good way is to share books. Or I write books, but also a good way is to share movies, or another good way is to share music.
Ooh, you have me at music. We could talk about that all afternoon, that's for sure. I mean, actually, we were talking about this research yesterday. This is from the American Psychological Association, showing that kids actually form racial biases as early as 3 months old. 3 months. I mean, how do we go about that to make sure that we're fostering understanding when we have these things happening when we're just wee kids?
Well, this is the thing. The onus and the responsibility of sharing history and making sure that children are respectful and have an appreciation for others who are not like themselves, the onus of that and the responsibility of that starts in the home. So, I mean, we can't put it on the school and the school library to do it, or the school teacher or the principal to do it. It has to start with the parent. So moms and dads have to read books that show an appreciation for others, and then moms and dads have to model appreciation for others in their own lives. So moms and dads are really the first book that children are seeing. Mm-hmm. So it's on the responsibility of a mom and a dad to say, hey, how do I want my kid to appreciate others? Then I model an appreciation in my life. I make sure that maybe I send my kid to organizations, not organizations, but like social events and things, or musicals or plays, right? Or cultural excursions to museums that are showing those who are different from us, showing an appreciation for others. Museums are a great place to start. Mm-hmm. I love museums.
Absolutely, absolutely, and so inclusive. I'm just thinking about all the art through my childhood and my life, especially when you said musicals and theater. Just a way to really open your eyes, rather. I mean, those are great suggestions, Alice.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, well, it's great to have you this morning. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, and like particularly when we talk about Opal Lee and what it means to be free, so many people, you think of Black history or you think of history and you think of dead people, right?
Right.
But history is oftentimes alive. And Opal Lee lives in Fort Worth, and she's alive and she's well, and she speaks to children, and she reads her book for children. So my book is a biography of her life, and it's a biography of someone who is a prototype and model of bravery for not just Black children, but for all children. And she's living and she's alive, and it's not a past. She is very present with us today, and children can read about her right now and see YouTube presentations of her living like right now.
I love that reminder, too, that history is happening now. History is alive. That's actually why I love what we do, because I feel like we're sort of like history in motion, history as it's happening. Alice Faye Duncan, thank you so much. And again, Opal Lee and What It Means to Be Free is the book. And love having you on. We'll have to have you back. Thank you.
Hey, invite me back for Juneteenth.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, thank you so much.
See you soon.
All right, bye-bye.